Now to follow up on a WSAS investigation, a man is pleading for help to protect his home from wayward drivers.
Now, earlier this month, we showed you some video of accident after accident happening on a man's property in Logan County. And the family tells WSAZ for years they have asked the state to install a guardrail. You're seeing some of that video we showed you earlier. Now, they've asked the state to install a guardrail to prevent scenes like the ones you're seeing now and keep them safe from out-of-control drivers who just keep running off the road. So tonight, News Channel 3's Kelsey Soto went back to that property, this time bringing along state police to track any speeding, all in the hopes of making a difference and slowing down the problem.
It didn't work. They just knocked them off.
2 weeks ago, we introduced you to Sidney Lucas outside his home along Trace Fork Road in Chapmanville. Now it's time to meet his wife, Cindy.
He made it like, well, I said a drive-through. He just came right on through.
She's talking about the night back in January of 2021 when she says a driver plowed into their porch, throwing her from her couch.
I got knocked off the couch. The truck was here. We couldn't open the door no bigger than this.
That crash was just one of many to happen on his property, including this one captured on his surveillance cameras just last month, showing another driver sliding off the road, smashing into a garbage barrier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 instances.
That's why Sidney wants an extended guardrail to protect his home. He reached out to the West Virginia Division of Highways for help, but when he didn't see any changes, he called WSAZ. I reached out to the DOH to find out what could be done. In an initial email, a spokesperson said they investigated the matter in January 2021, and an engineer did not recommend a guardrail at that time, but they were willing to have the area reevaluated if anything had changed. Since our story aired, I've been calling and emailing, asking about the reevaluation and for an interview, but no one ever returned my calls or responded to my questions. But we can tell you just last week, Lucas was surprised when he saw DOH workers outside his home. They told him they were working on the reevaluation. He also received a letter from the Secretary of Transportation, who said the investigation was underway and they would let him know the results in about 2 weeks.
Thankfully, y'all have took an interest in it, and this is how we are proceeding. Hopefully, it becomes fruitful that I get my guardrails and I do have a peace of mind.
While the Lucases are pleased to see movement, they've said one of the biggest safety concerns is excessive speeding. So we went back out to his home, this time with backup in the form of a state trooper.
It's 43, 35. This is 42.
In just 30 minutes, about 24 cars were recorded speeding by the Lucas's home. We also showed Trooper Holden video of the crashes on the property.
I don't know all the factors that the state road have to take in consideration, but you would think the number of wrecks they've had here, or the number of people that come off the roadway, would be a concern. They would just take it for your safety and your family's safety.
And while the Lucases will have to wait until next week for a decision about the guardrail from the DOH, we were able to give them a little peace of mind by bringing the issue of speeding to the attention of law enforcement, who says they'll be back to monitor the roads and watch for dangerous drivers.
But like anything like this, where there's this many accidents or something like that, I mean, all of us at the office would be more than willing to come out and sit at places that communities are having problems like this.
Problems Sidney says he prays won't ever happen again.
So I hope Jesus takes the wheel. If he takes the wheel, I hope he steers the other way.
Kelsey Soto, WSAZ, News Channel 3, Chapmanville.
Now, according to the Secretary of Transportation, the Lucases are expected to hear results of the guardrail investigation next week. We have reached out to the DOH again today to confirm that investigation with them and get any updates, but so far we've not heard back. We will keep trying to reach them.